Today I'll be teaching you 3 plank variations for our tip of the week. So there are 2 types of planks. We have high plank and a forearm plank. So high plank, fingers spread wide, arms are straight, knees up. You always want to keep your hips in line with your shoulders. For a modification, you can always come down to your knees. This is considered a low plank. A forearm plank is where we have our forearms underneath and elbows are underneath our shoulders directly. Knees up, hips are still in line with our shoulders. Forearm plank. Versus modified position, low plank. So those are our basic planks. Let's talk about different plank variations. If you're already getting stronger with your planks, you have a good hold, you have a good form, where do we go from there? So what we can do is T-planks. So going into our high plank position, fingers spread wide, elbows are straight. I'm going to tip my heels over to one side of my mat. Inhale, side plank, right arm reaches on up towards the ceiling. I'm really pressing down through my shoulders, core is activated. You can look up or look forward, up to you. Back to your plank, drop your heels all the way over to the right side, left arm, side plank, second side, okay? You can do this 30 seconds to 1 minute, depending on what your goals are for your plank positions. Very good for your core and your shoulders. The modified variation of this is, again, doing this on our knees. You can tip your foot over to the side, straighten out your leg, inhale, left arm up, back into your low plank, drop your foot over to the other side, straighten out the other side. And then again, just kind of keep moving through the motion. You can set a timer for this. So that's our plank variation 1, that is T-planks. Plank variation 2, we have plank push-ups, so that's going from our forearm plank, pushing up into our high plank. So again, we are in our forearm plank, remembering that shoulders are stacked over our elbows, hips are in line with our shoulders. Place your hand underneath where your elbow used to be, push up, high plank. Lower that forearm. Other forearm down. So back to our forearm plank. And you just continue this motion. It's good to alternate which arm straightens first, rather than just continuing to go up on one arm. Again, making sure that you keep that core engaged, hips are in line with your shoulders. You can do this anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, or whatever your personal goals are with your push-up plank. So that is plank variation number 2, push-up planks, going from our forearm plank to our high straight arm plank. Plank variation number 3 is the plank reach through. So that is done on our forearms, fingers spread wide, hips are in line with your shoulders. You can look at the top edge of your mat, face your palm towards the midline, stretch forward. Lower that arm down, other arm, stretch forward. So your goal here is to keep your hips from tilting over to one side and the other. They're gonna want to, but you wanna keep your glute muscles nice and tight. Also, the wider your stance is, the easier this exercise is. So core is braced, we're lengthening, okay? The closer your feet are in towards each other, the harder this is gonna be to keep your hips stable. All right, so that is plank variation number 3, the plank reach through. So those are our 3 plank variations. In this video, we have, again, the T-planks, going from our side plank, back to our plank, back to the other side plank. Number 2, we have the plank push-ups, going from our forearms to our high plank. And then number 3, we have the plank reach throughs. So forearms, reaching through, reaching through. Thank you so much for joining me this day. Once again, my name is Shannon, one of the personal trainers at the Northgate Seattle Athletic Club, and thank you so much for joining me for the tip of the week. Bye-bye.